Ruben AMORIM's CASEMIRO praise speaks volumes ahead of Ronaldo-level pay decision. CASEMIRO is once again proving his value at Manchester United, scoring a pivotal goal in Thursday's Europa League semi-final second leg against Athletic Bilbao. The veteran midfielder helped turn the tide for the Red Devils, who came from behind to claim a convincing 4-1 win and book their place in the final. His influence on the pitch was undeniable, and so too was his growing importance to manager Ruben AMORIM. The 33-year-old Brazilian has had a roller coaster season, with speculation over his future due to his age, wages, and early struggles under AMORIM. But that narrative is quickly shifting. Having also scored in the first leg and provided 2 crucial assists in the quarterfinal against Lyon, CASEMIRO has gone from a peripheral figure to a vital component in United's resurgence. AMORIM's reaction after CASEMIRO's goal against Bilbao was telling. The Portuguese manager immediately substituted the midfielder, but not before embracing him with a celebratory hug, drawing loud cheers from the Old Trafford crowd. It was a moment that showed just how far CASEMIRO's stock has risen under AMORIM, who hasn't always been so complimentary. When asked earlier this year about CASEMIRO's limited playing time, AMORIM didn't mince words. "We know that CASEMIRO nowadays has other qualities," he said bluntly. "He's intelligent, understands the game, and knows where the ball is going to be. But we are in a league where there is a big intensity difference. Therefore, I feel our team needs players with high intensity, and sometimes we don't have them." CASEMIRO featured in just one of United's 14 matches between mid-December and early February, playing only 136 of a possible 1,290 minutes. At that time, rumors swirled that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, United's new co-owner, viewed the midfielder's £400,000 a week wage as unsustainable. CASEMIRO was even held up as an example of the kind of high-cost, short-term signing the club should avoid moving forward. But with the Europa League final now on the horizon, those doubts are beginning to fade. Victory against Tottenham in Spain on May 21st wouldn't just secure a European trophy and Champions League qualification, it would also trigger a significant financial clause for CASEMIRO. Mirror Football reports that the Brazilian is in line for a £100,000 a week pay rise if United win, bringing his salary in line with Cristiano Ronaldo's 2021 wages at £500,000 per week. Whether Ratcliffe and the United board are comfortable with that payout remains to be seen, especially with plans to trim the wage budget. But AMORIM's vocal and visible support could be influential in any final decision. The manager appears to have developed a strong appreciation for CASEMIRO's leadership and big-game mentality. As for the player himself, he remains committed. "I have 1.5 years left on my contract, and I would like to finish it here in Manchester," CASEMIRO said in February. "I am comfortable here, and so is my family. Happy on the bench? Of course not. That's something else." With United's season hanging in the balance, CASEMIRO may yet have the final say, on the pitch and at the negotiating table. Real Betis face uphill battle to keep Antony as Manchester United talks loom. Real Betis are set for transfer discussions with Manchester United over the future of Brazilian winger Antony, but the Spanish club have admitted that keeping hold of the player will be very, very complicated. The 25-year-old has enjoyed a resurgence in form since joining Betis on loan earlier this year, but extending his stay at the Estadio Benito Villamarín is far from certain. Antony has been a standout performer for Betis, contributing 8 goals and 5 assists in 21 appearances. His dynamic displays have helped the team reach the Europa Conference League final, with the winger scoring a crucial goal in the semi-finals. However, Betis president Angel Haro is under no illusions about the difficulty of retaining the ex-Ajax star, particularly with Manchester United expected to seek a permanent deal to recoup some of their hefty investment. "Keeping Antony as our own is very, very complicated," Haro told Spanish media. "We'll have a meeting with Manchester United to extend the loan for another year, to be able to share a percentage of the player. It's about seeing the willingness of the player and Manchester United." Haro emphasized that the English club will have the final say, and that convincing both parties will be essential. The first filter is set by Manchester, and then the negotiation with the player would come, but that's a long way off, he explained. Antony has made no secret of his happiness in Seville, where he feels rejuvenated after a tough spell in England. Having struggled to live up to his €95 million price tag at United, He appears to have rediscovered his confidence and form in La Liga. Speaking about his time in Spain, Antony said, "Yes, I'm very happy. I found myself. I needed to find myself and be happy. My family needed to be happy too." The Brazilian praised the city of Seville for its warmth and cultural similarities to his homeland. "It reminds me a lot of Brazil. The sun, the food, everything. The people are also very warm and happy. That's important for us who come from Brazil and are used to that." With Manchester United under new management and potentially looking to offload players who don't fit into Ruben Amorim's plans, Antony's departure from Old Trafford seems likely. However, whether Betis can afford to make the deal permanent or even extend the loan remains a complex question. For now, Antony remains focused on the present, aiming to win silverware with Betis and continue his excellent run of form. As Harrow noted, the player is now fully engaged, wanting to win a title with Betis. When the time comes and the season ends, he'll be able to do his part if this option opens up. As the season winds down, all eyes will be on the upcoming talks between Betis and United. The future of Antony remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. Both the player and his current club would like to continue their journey together. Victor Gyökeres chooses Premier League move amid Arsenal and Manchester United interest. Sporting Lisbon star Victor Gyökeres has reportedly made his decision to move to the Premier League this summer, with Arsenal emerging as the frontrunner to secure the prolific striker's signature. The Swedish international has lit up the Portuguese league since his arrival from Coventry City in 2023, and his next destination now appears to be England's top flight. The 26-year-old forward has been in unstoppable form, netting a staggering 95 goals in 99 appearances for Sporting. His sensational scoring rate has drawn the attention of top European clubs, with Arsenal and Manchester United both vying for his signature in a summer where top-tier strikers are in short supply. Gyökeres had a reported £85 million release clause in his contract, but Sporting are now believed to be open to offers in the region of £58 million. This significant discount has intensified interest, with Arsenal particularly eager to strengthen their front line, following another season that ended without a trophy. According to TalkSport, Gyökeres has already decided on a move to the Premier League, and Arsenal are in pole position to seal the deal. The Gunners are prioritizing a new striker as part of their summer overhaul, recognizing that a clinical forward could be the missing piece in their pursuit of silverware. Despite finishing just below Liverpool in the league table, Arsenal scored 17 fewer goals than the title winners, a gap they hope Gyökeres can close. The club has relied on Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus in the central striker role this season, but neither are natural number 9s. Havertz also underwent hamstring surgery in February and hasn't featured since, further exposing Arsenal's need for a dedicated goalscorer. Gyökeres' form has not gone unnoticed by Manchester United either. The Red Devils have been dealing with scoring struggles of their own, managing only 42 goals throughout the league campaign. With young talents like Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee still finding their footing and battling inconsistency and injuries, United view Gyökeres as a more reliable and proven option. Interestingly, United boss Ruben Amorim shares a personal connection with Gyökeres, having managed him at Sporting. That relationship could have given United a potential edge in negotiations, but Arsenal's clear intent and financial readiness to meet Sporting's asking price may put them ahead in the race. The relatively modest £58 million fee now attached to Gyökeres makes him an even more appealing target, especially in comparison to Newcastle's Alexander Isak, who is valued at around £150 million following his 23-goal season. That price tag could deter suitors and make Gyökeres the best value option among elite-level strikers available this summer. While Gyökeres has remained quiet about his future in public, it's known that Arsenal sporting director Edu Gaspar is a strong admirer of the Swedish forward. With the Gunners aiming to convert potential into trophies, the addition of a proven goal scorer like Gyökeres could be the catalyst they need to reach the next level. As the transfer window approaches, all eyes will be on North London to see if Arsenal can finalize the deal and bring the Premier League's next star striker to the Emirates. Marcus Rashford eyes Barcelona dream move amid transfer developments. Marcus Rashford's future at Manchester United appears increasingly uncertain, with reports confirming the England international is pushing for a permanent move to Spanish giants, FC Barcelona. The 27-year-old forward, currently on loan at Aston Villa, has reportedly made his final decision about leaving Old Trafford this summer and is working to facilitate a dream switch to the new camp. Rashford, once seen as the poster boy for Manchester United's post-Ferguson rebuild, has experienced a turbulent few seasons. After struggling for form under various managers and falling out of favor with current United boss Ruben AMORIM, the club is now open to cashing in on their academy graduate. United's willingness to sell Rashford stems from their desire to raise funds for a major squad overhaul, with several high-profile exits expected in the coming months. Aston Villa had hoped to secure Rashford's services on a permanent basis following his promising loan spell, which included 4 goals and 6 assists. The Birmingham-based club even negotiated a £40 million purchase option as part of the winter loan deal. However, their plans have been disrupted by Rashford's reported desire to play in Spain and his recent injury setback, which will rule him out for the rest of the season. Crucially, Rashford has aligned himself with Israeli super agent Pini Zahavi in a bid to navigate the transfer process. Zahavi's close relationship with Barcelona could play a pivotal role in sealing the move. He represents key figures at the Catalan club, including manager Hansi Flick and striker Robert Lewandowski, and also maintains strong ties with club president Joan Laporta. Barcelona are understood to be interested in bringing Rashford in, especially as they look to strengthen their left flank. With Ansu Fati failing to meet expectations under Flick, the club is searching for a dynamic and proven option on the wing. Rashford, known for his pace, versatility, and ability to operate across the front line, fits that profile perfectly. However, given Barcelona's ongoing financial constraints, a permanent deal may prove difficult unless compromises are made. To help make the move feasible, Rashford has reportedly shown a willingness to reduce his salary demands, demonstrating his determination to join the La Liga side. This move signals a major shift in priorities for Rashford, who previously seemed committed to rebuilding his legacy at United, but now sees a fresh start abroad as the ideal path forward. Although initial talks between Zahavi and Barcelona have centered around a possible loan move, Manchester United are reportedly hesitant to approve another temporary deal. The club would prefer a full transfer that brings in immediate funds, particularly as they look to offload other underperforming players like Antony, who is also enjoying a resurgence away from Old Trafford. The potential departure of Rashford would mark the end of an era at United, where he has been a mainstay since making his debut in 2016. Despite his struggles in recent years, he remains a player with considerable talent and international pedigree. Barcelona's long-standing interest, coupled with Rashford's renewed form at Villa and his connections through Zahavi, makes this transfer saga one to watch closely in the coming weeks. As the summer window approaches, it remains to be seen whether Barcelona can meet United's financial expectations or if a compromise, possibly involving structured payments or add-ons, can be reached. What is clear, however, is that Rashford is determined to make the move happen, and all eyes will be on how this high-profile transfer unfolds. Ruben AMORIM confirms Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. Manchester United manager Ruben AMORIM has once again made it clear that the club has no intention of selling captain Bruno Fernandes, despite growing interest from top clubs across Europe. Speaking ahead of United's crucial Europa League semi-final second leg against Athletic Bilbao, AMORIM reaffirmed the club's commitment to keeping their midfield talisman at Old Trafford. Bruno is a leader, the captain, AMORIM stated firmly. It is natural that people want Bruno, but we want to keep him at Manchester United. These comments come amid ongoing speculation linking Fernandes with a potential summer exit, especially in light of United's inconsistent domestic campaign. Despite these rumors, AMORIM has remained consistent in his stance, insisting that the Portuguese playmaker remains central to his long-term vision for the team. The 29-year-old midfielder has been a standout performer for United since joining from Sporting CP in January 2020. His leadership, creativity, and knack for scoring crucial goals have made him a fan favorite and a vital figure in the dressing room. Under AMORIM's guidance, Fernandes has continued to thrive, playing a key role in the club's impressive European run this season. He is one of the top players of the world, AMORIM added, underlining the immense value Fernandes brings both on and off the pitch. Fernandes' influence goes beyond just statistics. His passion, work ethic, and willingness to take responsibility in difficult moments have been key qualities that define his captaincy. AMORIM's praise reflects just how important Fernandes is to the current squad, especially as United aim to rebuild and challenge for major honors again. The manager's comments also serve as a message to potential suitors. Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. With a long-term contract in place and the full backing of the club, any move away from Old Trafford appears highly unlikely this summer. As United prepare for what could be a season-defining European night, AMORIM's strong backing of his captain sends a clear signal of unity and stability. Bruno Fernandes remains the heart of Manchester United, and according to AMORIM, that won't be changing anytime soon.